I didn't realize I was colorblind until I was 5 years old. My mother had handed me a picture, and I was told to get all the colors right. Otherwise, I would be a failure. After I was done, I proudly showed her my work. However, she said that she had never seen a dog that was blue, and promptly threw my picture in the trash. From then on, my life pretty much went downhill. Shortly after this event, I was disowned. I've been on my own for about 10 years now, but luckily, I've had some housing help from a rich uncle. However, I still had to live on my own. And to make matters worse, thanks to my colorblindness, nobody wanted to be friends with me. But I was friends with them. From a distance. And besides causing social outcasm, colorblind people just have a slew of questions. For example, what is color? What color is a pear? Is it orange? Well, what color is an orange? Probably orange because the fruit is named after the color, but a pear isn't named after a color because the color pear doesn't exist. What's up with that? The only good thing to come out of my life is my guitar. A Harmony 41 with a gloss finish and a pretty sweet twang that I dug out of the trash. It's also my main form of compensation, considering that no one will hire me. Everyone I know can see color. You know, the vibrant oranges, greens, and purples. They have such a good time. When I hear people get asked, "What's your favorite color?" I always pay attention. Some people say that they don't know what their favorite color is. They don't know. If I could see color, I wouldn't know which one to pick as my favorite. Unfortunately, there's only one way to see color. I read about it once in a magazine. It's an optical surgery known as color infusion. Color infusion involves depositing of chemicals into the cones of the eyes. 2 needles penetrate the irises and proceed to the optic nerves. There, a ridiculously painful electric pulse releases the chemicals near the cones. The cones then absorb the chemicals, and by the magic of science, evolve to see color. I wish I was able to get this surgery. However, it is far too expensive for a music man like me to afford.
Are you gonna say anything?
Wait, what?
Are you gonna say anything? You know, like, offer me advice?
Oh, so typically what I do is I allow the patient to sit down and then speak for the entirety of the session so that in doing so they can...
so the humanistic approach.
Yes, so they're able to self-explore and in doing so figure out what kind of person they are, and honestly it's groundbreaking.
I want to know what you think about my life.
You want my advice?
Yes.
Okay, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to give you the cold hard facts. You're colorblind, and despite it being a biological abnormality, it is perfectly normal. And you should have no shame about it whatsoever. My advice? Don't get color infusion. And love yourself for who you are, not who others want you to be.
Therapists. They just tell you what you want to hear, not the cold hard facts. I would give him money if you were to look at me right now and say, "You're worthless," or "Your condition makes you insufferable and you'll never fit in," or "Sorry, flute, nobody wants to be friends with you because you're a freak." Sadly, that's just not how the system works. Here comes the gain. Frank Scales has been called a teen prodigy by pretty much everyone he's ever met. His short film, What's the Big Deal Final, won Best Picture at the local library's Polaroid contest. He was then able to raise enough money from local producers for his next project. It's a crime saga riff set in Philly that's sure to feature his signature violence. Louisa Grimwood is the daughter of a local teamster and spent 17 stays in Puerto Rico, though she's never brought back pictures of violence, so everyone's skeptical about the last one. She considers herself an animal rights activist and someday wants to lead the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. Smidge is a yes man who really could have benefited from debate club. However, that's probably not happening. He failed the 3rd grade 3 times and became the youngest person in history to drop out of the Kokomo Elementary School. Three of the most interesting people I know.
Hey, what are you looking at, Periscopopolis? Get a life, Grayscale.
That hate me. However, sometimes the clouds of life dissipate, leaving behind silver linings. A real-life example of this is my uncle dying. Uncle Herbert always liked me on the account of us having similar optical conditions. However, being colorblind didn't stop him from having a successful silverware company and making thousands. Sadly, Uncle Herbert had passed away, leaving all his money to me. My mother dropped out the cash, and it was the first time I had seen her in years. The visit was brief, sweet, and laced with thousands of dollars. Now, I could finally afford colored vision.
see what we got here.
Doctor.
Let's do it.
%98 effectiveness rate. 98%? I always knew I had bad luck, but I would have better odds surviving a plane crash. Of course I didn't know what the cause was. But I did. Crummy eyes. The only comfort I had was that 2%. Those poor grayscales. At least they know how I feel. At least they can't have it either. I've been told that drive is a good thing. That if you want something bad enough, you can't help but eventually get it. Hard work pays off, and everyone wins. I call null on that. It's gonna be okay. It's not like color matters anyways. This changes absolutely nothing. So what if I can't see color? I mean, sure, nobody likes me for it, but that's fine. Well, I guess I better move on. Without color. And friends. Alright.
Let's do this.